Hi everyone, this is Mari Ra. This is Mari Ra, and this is gonna be a night live. I try to go live at the same time as Instagram. That was kind of like intense. So we're gonna keep this one running. I need to go back here. So this is gonna be a quick live. I was trying to do this at the same time as Instagram, but that was a complete fail. This is okay. I'm gonna do a quick card pull, but I'm just adjusting to this. So, okay. So, want to make time today because I was feeling the energy of doing a live and pulling in a card real quick. Um, because I feel like there's some things that I feel like I wanted to talk and have space to talk about with you guys. And this is also going to be like an astral check-in. Astral check-in. Okay, so let me go live here. So, hi everyone. This is Mari Ra, and this is going to be a energy card of the day live, as well as an astral check-in. So, welcome everybody. I am recording myself here and on YouTube. So, I'm gonna be going back and forth because I'm really trying to move all of us to YouTube so that we can save our live chats because they're always lit. But hi everyone, hi Shamuel, how are you, sister? So this is gonna be a quick live, but hi family, how are you? Let's check in. We're gonna check in. I did finish some lives here and on YouTube, and then I was gonna dive into my scheduling to check in with you guys one on one, of course, but like any appointments that I had pending, like I'm gonna take care of that, which I will today. It was just that yesterday, guys, that energy was intense after I got off that live that I was on with our sister Alma and everybody that was there. Like that's what I was saying in the other live I did earlier today. It was so intense. Like I was gonna do some work, but I was like, oh, the Astros are calling me. So that was really intense. Like I was knocked out, and then today, like I had those nudges where it's kind of like I was guided to cleanse my energy. I was like, I need to do some laundry. I need to move around. Like let me recenter myself before I go all on in again because it felt like a really intense energy that we were in where I was feeling it, and it's like, and oh, so the big message, by the way, but before I keep going and I forget, I kept getting told right after that live, and I wanted to go back on live just to share that with y'all. But anyways, I was told that right now is not a good time to like open portals. And then I remember like a few months ago, like I was getting that same message, that same angelic directive message of like you need to chill, like don't open portals this week. Um and so again, like it's already Wednesday and I was like, oh, it's Monday, this week I wanted to meet with people and stuff like that, but things ended up happening. And I feel like this energy is like out of our control. Things ended up happening where I feel like whatever is going on in all of our lives collectively, like we're being divinely guided to be in this energy where we can be in hermit mode because we are really receiving not only very like high DNA activations in our bodies right now. It's like another layer for us, wherever we are in our journeys. but we have also like basically been there's a lot going on in the astros right now, and that's why I kind of put an astro check-in, because all I remember from waking up this morning in the astro, I remember I was like levitating in front of, usually, I mean, I'm sure at some point we're gonna have to come together fully, all of us in the astro, but I do already have that, you know, big army of us that do meet in the astros. And when we like, I remember when before I came back in this realm, like I was in a circle with all of you, and we were like, I kept, all I remember is that I was saying we need to keep focused. Like this is a moment where we need to really be focused and ground right now. Like that's all I remember saying. And then I woke up, and then I'm back in this realm, right? This is my reality now, guys. You know, back in this realm, and I'm like, okay, I'm like trying to put already all these pieces together. I was like, something's going on this week. Something was activated, okay, that we are feeling a weird energy with. I talked about in the other live that I had earlier today on like this weird, it's kind of like a weird chess game, or a weird chess piece that they threw out in the video game when this whole app, right, that came out where like you're putting like your pictures right in it and that stuff like that, like that was somehow part of a timeline that's triggered something. And so this is why I wanted to talk about the astro, because I feel like there was a lot of us that were shown, we were shown, I don't know if you were aware. Yeah, sis, I post them. I'm gonna post all of them. So we were shown a lot of things in the nighttime when we go to sleep, like in our astral, like the ones that are aware, we were shown a lot of things. And so whatever you guys remember or whatever you want to guys bring up and talk about, this is the life for it. Because we have to see, like, I feel like most of us, sometimes there's layers to it, you know, we don't remember, or we're always remembering like you know, certain things, and a lot of the time is because they do want our focus here, like they want us to focus in more of this avatar, you know, this realm and stuff like that. But realistically, all of the other dimensions are always running, you know what I mean? Like that's the 4D, is the energy that we sense, you know, the ones where we have like the ones that have like that psychic stuff in our eyes and you can see the aura of people, you're seeing the 4D energy. You know, it's like also part of our energetic field. So my point is something happened over the weekend. Over the weekend, something happened. It threw off my week for sure. You know what I mean? I'm sure maybe it threw you guys' off. A lot of stuff is happening internally. And so I wanted to open up the space to just talk about it again. I feel like we should talk about what we're experiencing, what we're feeling, but also on the top of that, like pull a card of the day, see what's the card or the energy of today. But that's what's the main energy or my main message to you guys. Now, what do you guys think? What do you guys feel? How do you guys feel? What do you feel and think is going on right now? You know, these are the places where I do open up to have those conversations. But yeah, so in reality, guys, I think the big message that I want to clarify is that, yeah, we're in the tip of the iceberg. Yes, that's exactly how I can like explain what the fuck's happening right now. And that orb was like, yeah. All right, let me just pull a card of the day and we'll go from there. What is the card of the day? What is the energy of today? And this is the first time I didn't put a, wow, this is good energy. Okay, so this is, that's interesting. A lot of astrologers said the same thing. Stay in hermit mode unless you find it sufficient to leave. Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of like the energy that I was getting. And I guess that's why too, like I was saying, like even if there were things that were planned, you know, even for me, like everything is in divine order, you know, and divine timing. But right now, the energy of today, we have ego. See from a higher perspective, Ego, see from a higher perspective. So this is good and it's beautiful because I actually have his crystal skull out. Yeah, we're gonna call in Ra actually in a little bit and do a quick healing. I just don't have my meditative music because I'm using YouTube at the same time, so we'll see how that works. But it's cool. Yeah, so this is giving me like Sky Daddy energy of like we need to elevate from this. We need to not separate by like separating from each other. No, we're still going to remain in unity. That's the most powerful energy when we're in unity. But the hermit mode is when we do separate in a sense, not like that, okay, but we separate to elevate. This is where we are being you know put in like even if we had planned stuff like that, we're being put to really sit with ourselves, to really reflect and like recenter in our own inner world, because there's a lot of stuff going on out there in the world right now, a lot. And so I feel like this is divine intervention. Like whatever the fuck is going on, that whatever the other side has going on, this is divine intervention. I feel like it's given us a break to catch up with our bodies, with our minds, and with our spirits. Because right now, there's just been like a lot of, um, a lot of mind energy. Like we're just here, but then we have to remember to come back here into our hearts, because this is the or I mean this is the mind. This is one of the minds, right? Okay, so it's just coming out. I'm gonna read what it says, but with the mind stuff that's trying to come out right now is like that we have three brains. Okay, we have three brains. I love that. Yeah, so we have three brains that we actually do have as a species. When our skulls are bigger, that's why they're bigger, because we have three brains. But it's like also, the mind, the heart, and the gut, which is like your solar plex, your heart chakra, and your crown. Um, and so we have to remind ourselves, like there's a lot of shit going on. If we're just overthinking and we're just constantly in our minds, but we're not attuning with our hearts, then like that's a little dangerous, right? Because like just that was just a pointer, a reminder, to keep us balanced with our mind, body, and heart. That trinity focus in this moment, because for us, the ones that may have a higher awareness of what's going on right now, what you call it, for the ones that are aware that are what are going on right now, we have a higher place in a sense. Like it's very important for us to find that moment to feel grounded, because it doesn't serve us to feel chaotic or anxiety, and then like our family and friends feels the same. We have to be that light in the darkness. We have to be that sun that burns like 1,000 suns and just illuminates, in the best ways that we can. You know what I mean? That's a big energy right now. So okay, Dad, I love that. So we have the eagle, and it says see from a higher perspective. Let me read the card and go from there, and then I'm gonna check in with you guys and see how you guys are doing, how you're feeling. It's a lot of energy right now. Let's see. So it says see from a higher perspective, right? Just put it right here. Look at things from a different angle. Fly higher and see new possibilities. In animal medicine, both Native American and Celtic, the eagle draws his power and strength from the sun. He is a powerful, strong, and courageous guide who is able to see for miles. He approaches all things with intelligence, grace, and poise, and has the capacity to make a plan from a higher space before putting it into action. When the eagle card appears in a reading, it shows that you have a real ability to take things higher and to move beyond the limitations of your ego and your selfish desires. It says the ego medicine swirls around you, encouraging you to recognize that your views or vision may be limited at this time. Is there a chance that your own desperation, needs, or ego could be blocking you from seeing the potential in your current situation? If there are other people involved, you are being guided to see things from everyone's perspective. If you're feeling the need for something to change, how can you take the higher road? Know that if you have intentions that aren't for the highest good, it will only hold you back. Ego medicine can help you change this. The ego brings the energy of healing and love directly from the heart of Father Sky and invites you to do all things from a place of love. Mm. And I said, I'm about to call Raw right now. Because, yeah. And then it's kind of cool. Like, when this card, like, the back is the medicine mother. You guys, we're cosmic parents, basically. You know, we have the Sky Father and then Cosmic Mother right here. Oh, and then we have the Seraphims. I cannot make this up. Like, this is the Seraphims. When I'm saying angels, this is kind of how they look like. But I love them in any shape and way they come in. Yeah, I love you guys. I kind of like this not having a filter because I feel like you might see the orbs more. And just, yeah, another energy. So, wow, let me read medicine. Actually, let me read the medicine mother card for us. Let me also read the seraphim card. I think that's the energy right now. I think we're like, okay, let's recenter to our inner self, our soul, real quick. It's getting wild out there. Let's come back, to our cosmic heart, basically, right now. This is why I'm here. Yes, this is why it doesn't feel right. I need to get back on another live. I'll handle the scheduling of whatever else is going to happen in my week. But I still felt like we were not okay. So I'm like, let's come back. And I'm glad I did. Because, yes, we need to come back, refocus, recenter. We have our cosmic parent energies right now. Oh my God, I don't want to cry. But, yeah. And that's actually very, very, this is very, wow. Oof, this is a lot of powerful energy right now, guys. Like, because not only like medicine mother is right there, we got Sky Father, we have the seraphim angels, and it's kind of like, yeah, guys, like, wow. And of course, like the protection guardian, which is us, we're remembering what it feels like to have our wings back, to like, yeah. All right, let's read the cards and go from there. I was just having a quick moment. um that is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. So, yep, that's kind of what I was getting. That's what they kept reminding me. We have to really stay focused, remain in our solar energy, um, and like this is a moment where we need to really like. And it's kind of interesting, although like all the chaos is going on, we still have to find those moments where we can still connect with the voice of spirit, our inner higher self, like, you know. So I want to see the messages. We're gonna get some healing right now, and then one of the last energy that I want to just leave here is just to prepare you guys, for these next levels that we're about to come into. This is the reason why we're purging right now, because we're preparing. Literally, you're preparing your ark. This is the ark of the covenant. This is your ark that we've been preparing at a mental, physical, spiritual level. You know what I mean? To ascend, to rise within the dimensions and densities that we're moving into with the planet. That's why it's like we can look at stuff from is a big message right now. Actually, we can look at other stuff of the past, right? Past ascension teachings and whatever else and stuff that help us, but this is something that has never been done before, guys. Ever. Even when Jesus was here, yeah, he had his higher self and his monad, but this is a different level. It's like, yeah, we're going to have our higher selves, we integrate with the monad as well, right? And then now this is kind of like where the other family that we have that exists in those higher levels. So it's like in the God worlds, basically. This is the 13D, the 14D, and the 15D. Like that's basically going to be part of our template, guys. Like whoever is resonating to my energy at this point in this timeline, that's where I'm going. That's there. I mean, it's already actually that's kind of like what I want to have assist you guys getting into, because I already have those integrations. That's why like when the sun is out, like those colors are there because those are part of our formation, you know. So yeah, I'm here for it, you know. But anyways, the big energy right now is that we're being assisted, you know, we're evolving into a solar being again as we're reconnecting with the spirit of the sun. That's the Christ consciousness, the spirit of the sun. Wow. So what do you guys think? That's kind of the energy. Ooh, I don't know. The energy feels nice right now. Although it's cold, I feel warm. So I love that. So I'm gonna read the medicine mother card for us, then the seraphim card. Um, but I want to check in with you guys right now. Almost there. So yeah, guys, that's kind of what I was getting right now, and I really love that for us. You know, I love this mini last minute live. I feel like we needed that. I'm excited for the healing for sure, because I do feel like our solar plexus actually, as I find it, our solar plexus, our sacral, and our root chakras and earth, like all that lower energy has been worked up. There's like three parts of you integrating different levels of yourself. So that is definitely, I feel like that's why we're put in this hermit mode as well. Because if it's happening for you or you're picking it up from the collective, because that's what this next layer of volunteers are, you know, experiencing, like this is how connected we are, you know, to each other. That's kind of how we integrate and purge and transmute that energy for the collective consciousness. Whew. So I'm actually very excited. I hope we can receive some clarity, to be honest with you guys, because I feel like the energy got really intense this week. We were definitely thrown something. I don't know. I can't find it, but I'm gonna find it. We were actually thrown a weird, you know, like I said, like a weird piece of the game. And I think whatever happens, we have to remind ourselves to stay sovereign, you know, stay in that frequency of sovereignty, of freedom, and remembrance of who we are. Um, so whatever that is, I'm always down with that. And if it's not, then I don't think in this lifetime I want to do that. No, thank you. Or any other lifetime, I'm loyal. Like, I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of so trippy that I'm not finding this, but I will. And I think this is very symbolic because I feel like the mother has been forgotten, you know, like even the remembrance that we have a cosmic father and a cosmic mother that we originate from, you know. So it says, medicine mother, honor your inner knowing, take action, do what you know you need to do. Mother always knows best, they say, and it's true. We all know a material figure who's extremely intuitive and insightful, and this medicine mother has gone through many ups and downs. She has lived and she has lost. She knows what it's like to suffer and want to give up. So the medicine of this card is that it's okay to make mistakes and get it wrong sometimes, but it's okay for things to come to an end. It's not the end of the world, it's just the end of one chapter and the beginning of something new. The medicine mother reminds you that even though you will have lows, you aren't here to suffer. You're here to be supported and to support others. Let her give you the loving encouragement to take the next step forward. There is an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to deal with it and release it for good. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the steps you know you need to move closer to where you like to be. You already know the answers. You know what you need to do. You may have been using delaying tactics or holding back, but now you're being guided to take action. Action requires courage, but your angels and guides are bringing you the courage to move forward. Take just one step. When you do, the next one will be presented to you. Wow, I love that. Um, okay, let me go back in here. Okay, I love that mother medicine energy for us. I do feel that. I do feel that a lot. And that's kind of what I was saying earlier in the card reading that I did on YouTube today. I did a quick mind, body, and soul check in there, and I was getting about how we're learning how to trust ourselves right now. You know, we're learning how to trust ourselves in this current body. You know, um, so that was very beautiful. We had the father mother energy. Let me quickly read this direction guardian card, which is the energy of the seraphim angels, which is I think the live I did last night, I did call them in um to help remove any veils on the third eye. Anyone that was ready for that level, that is definitely a level. Like, that's definitely something else. Just as you keep exploring the dimensions and you're seeing things from those different levels of awareness, it just, you can't see the world the same or the other dimensions the same. You know what I mean? So, this is Direction Guardian. Connect with your deepest desires, then choose the path that will make your heart and soul sing. The Direction Guardian represents the angels of direction. These amazing angels are the ones who come to us when we are at crossroads and don't know which way to go. When we are unsure of what is right for us, of the bigger picture, they can help us know what is best for all involved. The Direction Guardian card refers to the version of the Hebrew prophet Ezekiel, who is said to have seen an angel with four different faces. One was a child, a cherub, one was a bull, one was a lion, and one was an eagle. These four faces show that angels can appear in many guises and guide us in many different directions, but always for our highest good. So, your path isn't set in stone, and your angels and guides have no expectations for you, nor should you have any for yourself. There are many directions you can take, and none of them are wrong, as they all hold perfect opportunities to grow and to learn. But life is to be enjoyed and savored. So, if you know that there is a direction to be made, and particularly if you're feeling indecisive, choose the path you know is going to make you light up, and choose with your heart. Ooh, I love that. Wow. I now want to check in with you guys and then we go from there. But yes, I think that was a great reminder from all those three energies. So I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I feel souls are lost in astral. So many are crossing over and don't know they've died. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. I do feel that, and that's actually what I keep forgetting to talk about, which I basically what I feel like this next level of ascension that is happening to people is that there are okay, so that's important, yes, but it's like I feel like that's fresh energy, but also there are like energies that may be on people that are not also, it's like part of their ascension process. Okay, how do I explain this? Okay, so right now we are in this stage where we are going to graduate the underworld, right? So this is how it's all connected. And so a lot of us, whether you guys are aware of it or not, I speak from me, from what I know of myself. And I know that at this point, if you're connected to me, is because you're probably, similar on what we're doing in the spirit world. And so this is actually very important because, like for me, I know that I'm part of the life and death angels. We're there when a soul does die and we help them go through what is the life review, which is what we do also as here in the Akashic Records. But I do that in my angel form, and I'm sure you guys do that too because of the connection to that. But let's bring it forward. Like, yes, we do that, so that's something that we're doing. If anything, I feel like you're doing that in the astro, and we do that here too. And I feel like that is because that is actually what is occurring when right before a new golden age happens. Like there is this transit in the best way now. Like the image that I'm getting as we're channeling this in is this kind of like similar to what the animals have been doing. I saw that, I forgot to mention that, where like as they kept going into a circle, sometimes like the animals in the middle were dying, but it was like, and all those perspectives, you see how we're taking it all in these different perspectives, like an eagle, and we're not seeing it in a human perspective. This is very like different awareness, that represents the souls that maybe did choose at a soul contract level to leave and ascend in that way, or for whatever reason, because there's going to be that moment where they're departing, and in that moment it is going to be where that next wave of children that are going to be incoming. And this is just kind of just briefly stated, this is why, you know, this is why basically the next wave, of divine counterparts are also being divinely orchestrated to now meet, that energetic imprint is needed in the grid. But also as that transition is happening, that's also when, like, from those divine counterparts that had basically soul contracts to have children in this lifetime and bring in those at higher advanced souls, like that's actually where we're at right now too. So that's why all that stuff is happening and it's connected. Because these children, really quick now, since now that we're just quickly talking about all of it, these children, they're, some of them, they're already here. You guys are basically, parents to the crystalline and crystal children, like they came here to continue helping healing the ancestral bloodline. um, that's why as they come in, they're healing the womb, they're healing the bloodline. Like it's really interesting how it's like all like that, but they're very high advanced, super higher advanced than we are. So we're going to be learning a lot from them, and they're going to be the next guardians basically. But let's bring it back here in that 4D. Yes, a lot of that is happening. So that's kind of what I was saying, like, okay, that fresh energy, I see that, but I also see all these other fractals or like souls of people that have been on earth stuck. Like, think about it, guys. Like, there were a lot of souls that were stuck here for over 26,000 years because they were not permitted to go back to the higher planes that they were originally from. So that's why a lot of us angelic beings, like, it's like no one is better than anybody, but we were made in the moment that our soul was created to have those type of divine jobs and responsibilities up there. And it's like as above, so below. So like I feel like at a higher level, we are actually going to be helping that in that sense. Like this is the energy that I was saying, like astrally, like maybe that's why we need to go to different parts of the world to heal the world, because there are like fractals of souls that are there that haven't been properly basically opened the portal, so that only we are able to open and be able to help them leave the field. It's very interesting. But yeah, I wanted to just take a note on that. Ego. If I was the ego card about the perspective stuff, many are dying from that. Yeah, I can see that. Let me some seraphims. This is so great. They're my ascending angels. Oh, I love that. I know. I love them too. Most of the times we actually all have like an angel that we're really close with, or sometimes multiple ones, and they are the seraphims themselves. But so there's absolutely nothing to reverse damages of that. I feel like there is. This is kind of where we're here to assist in healing that DNA. But again, it's like at a higher thing or a higher remembrance is that everybody is given free will, so they have to make that conscious choice or have that awareness of like, oh shit, my DNA got fucked up, right? And then be like, oh, certain people can like assist in that way. Like if they choose it that way, we can do it, and I feel like this is probably why like this energy or this time is very sensitive. Seraphim has been on my mind. Oh, I love that. The mind is more powerful than any medicine, so yes, we can reverse the damage when we wake up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'll post it. I'm still live on YouTube. So use Reiki on yourself and lots of energy clearing. Yes, and I think that's the big thing that we're remembering, and we're forwarding that remembrance to people that you can heal yourself if you know how to do it and stuff like that. Yeah, basically. And that, to take action and take care of our bodies is able to clear that from your system. Look up that frequency detox. Apitoxture is also very good for detoxing the poison. Nice. Yeah. So looking for the savior when we have been anchoring savior since 50s. Yep. Energy balancing, rebalancing in nature. Looking to medicines, regeneration techniques to have guided. Oh, you guys are awesome. What does Phoenix have to do with crystals, I wonder? Well, crystal energy is like fire energy, Hey everyone. Okay, so in a little bit, I'm gonna figure out how to put some meditative music in the background here, and I'm gonna call in Ra just to give us a healing. And if you guys have any questions, right now would be a good time to think about it before I call him in, because that's kind of where I felt like after today, I was like, you know what? I think I wanted to talk about it and do this really quick and leave it here when you need to rewatch it. So I'll also put it. I'm also doing it here on YouTube, but I'm gonna find a song real quick. Something that works. Oh my gosh, maybe not that one. So yeah, guys. How do you guys feel? What do you guys think of like anything I shared, or you guys any questions before we do a quick healing? Because I definitely need to finish organizing the rest of the week and make the time for everything else for all of us, How do I feel about this one? I don't know. Let me quickly mess around and look for background meditative music, but yeah. That's exactly the message I got when seeing all the souls who were lost, like babies. We were all like babies. Mothering ourselves and each other is key. I love that. We have to learn to remother ourselves and each other. Yes, I feel that. And you just posted about that too on your stories. Yeah. Just joining got so many answers. That's amazing. Thank you, needed that. Love you guys. Oh my god, the babies being born since 2020 are so advanced and enlightened. Definitely here to balance the energy. Definitely. Do you have any YouTube channel? Yeah, I'm actually live on YouTube. Because I kind of wanted to be. It's just I'm working on that. Cheeto, my cat, I sleeping on my tummy. Hi, family. Oh yeah, definitely working out under the sun. Definitely getting in your sun every day. Um, even if it's 10 minutes. Sorry guys, like my my legs started to fall asleep, but I was just gonna take off my shoes. So yeah. Anyways, we're about to do a quick healing. That's what we're about to do right now. And overall, I just wanted to, make space to talk about the astro stuff. What were you guys thinking? And take it from there. So, hi, sister. Damn, girl, you came right on time. I was about to call Daddy Raw. I was like, I think we need our father, because shit is getting wild. Oh my gosh. Let me take off this close to my balcony door real quick because the fam is here. But hold on. Whoa. Can you guys say hi? So I think this is cool. I don't think I'll ever probably use a filter again. Oh, you love it. Yes, come say hi. That was beautiful. The orbs. Yep. Okay, so we're about to do a quick healing. Let me see how this, Damn. I think like there. We'll see. We always make it work, We gotta make it happen. Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I did a healing. Like, I'm sure I did, but this is different. This is where I'm just like, we need a whole solar bath, like just soak us in sun, even if it's not sunny no more. But yeah, we need to remember that we are the sun, right? Never late worth the wait. Yes, I believe tomorrow's a powerful day. Tomorrow the sun is going to be on fire. Ooh, right when I read that, I saw so much energy over here. Yes. So we're going to wait for that. We're going to wait for that to go through. Time lessons like crazy. Yes. Already is having caught wild sun early AM. Setting up a place for burning lessons. Yes. Very interesting. Okay. Alright, guys, so let's drink some water. Kind of like in a minute we'll start. I'm gonna just let the energy cool down a bit. So, yeah, I'm gonna, what I'm gonna do before I begin. I'll probably put this a little louder, but not too loud, just so like you can just feel the energy, hear the music. We're just gonna block everything out. And I'm gonna just call him in. I'm gonna be like, hey, Dad, can you just give us a quick healing? We need you real quick. It's actually, it's bottled water, but I make it spring water because I breathe, like, okay, that's another life. Remind me, another life I need to do about water, but I bring the water life, so it always has like little bubbles, but it's because just remember, breathe into your water. That's life force, hover like white light into your body, out of your hands into water, and like you're bringing it back. Waters are portals, so yeah, we're gonna be like, hey, Dad, it's been fun, crazy, catch us up. So again, every time I do call him in, I call him in to heal us. The energy feels so good after, and then I call him in to leave us a message, or you can ask a question, And so whatever it is and however you receive it, just be open to it, maybe depending on how your abilities work, maybe you can see him, maybe you feel him, maybe you can hear what he tells you, or maybe you'll see a vision, or however, just be open to the experience. Let me check the sky real quick. Let me wait a minute because there's a helicopter coming in. So let me wait for that helicopter and then we can start. But yeah, yeah, right. And I love even if that's like a light on a building, like that's the portal. Like that's something that I realize, So yes. Alright guys, before we begin, set your intentions on what would you like to heal or release, and set your intentions on what would you like to release, what are you ready to let go. Excuse me. Oh, I just realized it's a full moon. Okay, surprise. Surprise, a full moon. Real quick healing for us. I love it. You see, amazing. Yeah. Okay, let's get ready now. And the YouTube is just running on the background, but eventually I'll get that. Okay, I'm excited. I'm already feeling good. Yes, sis. Okay. Ground myself. Well, actually, I also have this crystal skull. But look, always know that you guys always have the ability to connect with him. He does reside in a very high vibration. And even myself, before I begin to hear him or be able to see him and literally go to him to different planets and astral project, I really had to do I basically told him I'll do whatever it takes. I just want my gifts back and I want to see and stuff like that. So that's there. It's something already within us. So this is just when we just remember, we do it together. It's beautiful. There's different ways that he moved his consciousness, within us, and stuff like that. So this is just a beautiful crystal that has his consciousness, and we probably made a soul contract that we were gonna have that. So that's why I like it. It's just more of his energy here, but he's always around, Just that FYI there. All right, well it's okay. I'll call in Santa Fong to tune out any any noise. And we're just going to a quick little portal. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, and it's 555. Let's go. And our sister just joined us. Let's go. Okay, 17. Let's go. Okay. So we're about to do a quick healing meditation with Rob. So everybody get in a comfortable position. I release anxiety, fear, overthinking, and bringing abundance of love, joy, energy, blessings, residual income to bless my family and give back to others in need. Amen. And it's on 555. Yes. All about intention. I got a pocket tight school amethyst with rainbow. Oh, I love it. Okay. Oh my gosh, this reminds me of. I'm telling you, everything is divinely orchestrated, okay? There are no accidents here, okay? Or coincidences, okay? Let's begin now. Everybody get in a comfortable position so you can sit down or lay down. We'll take some quick, deep breaths, and then I'm just going to call him in, and we'll take it from there. It's okay, my love. Energy always gets returned to you another way, shape, or form. So, nothing is reshape, I love you all. Let's do this and let's see what comes through for all of us. I'm excited. Okay, ready? Let's do this. Okay, let's begin. So now go ahead and begin to close your eyes. We're going to close our eyes, do a quick healing. Okay. So what I'm going to do so that it actually takes you more in, I'm going to have us close our eyes. We're going to take deep breaths, and then I'm going to have you open your eyes, but concentrate your third eye, okay? Because this is how we used to do it in Atlantis. Just concentrate your energy on your third eye, and when we open our eyes, I'm going to have his this crystal right there. And then I would say, okay, now like close your eyes again, and then I'm gonna call him. Okay, I'm gonna do it like that. So before we begin, I call upon our dragons of the violet flame, dragons of the violet flame, dragons of the violet flame to surround us and surround our space. I also call, actually, I'm calling in the gold Christed dragons. I call upon the gold Christed dragons, the gold Christed dragons to come to us as well and surround us and allow our energy to be maintained at the gold and highest vibration. Okay, so we're gonna call in our dragons real quick before we start. Hello, we're about to do a meditation. So perfect, we're about to do a meditation. So okay, calling our dragons for support. Like I said before I begin, we're taking some deep breaths. Then I'm gonna say, open your eyes. When you open your eyes, I'll have like his crystal skull here, so that you would just concentrate your third eye, just the energy, and then I'll say, okay, close your eyes again, and then I'm gonna call him in to give us a healing. Leave us a message. You can ask anything. All right, let's do this. So now, let's begin by closing our eyes. And as you close your eyes, we're going to take some deep breaths together. So first, breathe into your feet. When you're ready, go ahead and exhale out, releasing any tension from your feet. And now breathe into your legs. When you're ready, go ahead and exhale out. And feel your legs relax. And now breathe into your chest. When you're ready, go ahead and exhale out. Feel your chest burst open. And now take a deep breath into your face. When you're ready, go ahead and exhale out. And feel your legs and body completely relax. Each breath that you take, you feel more relaxed. And now, I'm going to ask you to open your eyes and concentrate on the screen. And now go ahead and close your eyes again. And now I call in Ra, Ra, Ra. Come to us, Ra, and surround us in your presence, in your love, and in your healing. I ask that you lead us in your life, and that you are able to give us healing that we are ready to receive, as well any activations that we're ready to receive. Now, leave you a personal message. Finishes. If there's anything you'd like to ask, you can ask him. I now ask for the ones that are here with us today to receive the Kristala eternal light body, to receive the emerald Father Ray shield, the aquamarine Mother Arc shield, and ensuring that our auras are shielded in the frequency of 15D shield. Slowly come back into your bodies, twist down, slowly blink your hands, open your eyes, ready. Let me lower this. Wow. I'm gonna take a second to share what I was told, and just anybody that was here with me, when you're ready, come back in and you can share with me how was your experience. But I'm feeling so grateful right now. I try not to get emotional because like that little energy, that we get of like home, and it's like damn, like, but I think we needed that. At the end, that was definitely my higher self, like shielding us. Like I was like, wait, I can't forget the most important part. So if you didn't have that, I called it in for us. It's like that colors that you see in my pictures or whatever it is. Like that's that shield level of us, And let me come back in. Let me ground myself real quick. Oh man, how was that, guys? Thank you. You're welcome, guys. So calm. Yeah. He said, I love you. Don't give up. Oh, yeah. That's what he's like. Don't give up, guys. Like, I was like, okay. Well, I asked my questions, and I got my answers, and it's like, yep. Oh, okay. Holy smokes, girl. I got sun activation through heart and anchor to ocean and vibrating all over and levitating went underwater healing and was taken under in caves and pearl. Oh my god, girl. Oh, my heart. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. I was thinking, it's really interesting, I was taken to Andromeda. I don't know how that's all gonna work. But anyways, that was beautiful. That was so beautiful. Sis, hi sis, I love you. I just finished a quick healing live. I also am recording it on live on YouTube, so it's gonna be there for better. Just get the healing. Wow, that was I have no words. How do you guys feel? How was that experience? Do you feel better? Were you able to receive a message? Crown and hands, and feet activation, and my next steps and how to give back to a single soul brother with autistic daughter. I'm gonna put something together for him and us working together. Oh, I love that, sister. That's amazing. Yes. Thank you. Much love. You're welcome. That was definitely. I haven't meditated properly in 2 days, so yeah. Oh, that's good. I think that's definitely why, if anything, he guided me to do this. And the messages were very sharp and clear on Mother and Father God, and the era of seraphim angels that surround the Godhead. Basically, they were like, okay, this was our little angelic moment. That way, I feel like we needed. Yeah, I was able to receive a message. Okay, I'm glad, brother. Very calm and definitely saw the shield. Oh, I'm happy. And it felt magical and beautiful. Thank you very much. We love you. I love you too, brother. Oh, I'm bawling my eyes out. Ears ringing. Oh, yeah. I think we're settling. We're settling in that quick. How do I put that into words? Like when I do that, I open a portal, and I do take us, in our astral bodies. Hi, brother. I do take us in our astral bodies, and we, yeah, we get in this other dimension basically to have that experience with Ra. And what else? Yeah, and that's why I did the shield too. You're welcome, sister. The shield was magical. Thank you. I love you. Yeah, I'll probably. I know, like, so I'm going to send out some scheduling links after this, but sometime this week I'll probably repost the shield stuff so that you guys are, more aware. But that's definitely like our Kristala light body, basically. That's kind of cool. I didn't expect that. There was like a Kristala light body activation. Okay. My hands were vibrating before, and now even more. It was home. I was a mermaid self too and got to talk, and I went, oh, sister. You reminded me of that lifetime that you told me that you saw us and like Tyler. That makes so much sense. Yeah. I'm trying to see, like, that was, I think, way before, like, Lemuria, if you think about it. Because in Lemuria, we were already walking on land, but no, we were fish people. Yeah. Wow, that was so beautiful. I back on that rock and proud again. Yeah. I'm happy. I feel like, we needed to be reminded of however we got messages or whatever we got, it was what we needed right now, right? Like, for me, I'm gonna be straight up on what I asked him and what he told me. But I was like, okay, Dad, tell me, what do you think about this AI stuff, the art and stuff like that? And like, all he told me was like, did you do it? Straight up, like, he's like, did you do it? And I was like, no, but I don't hold judgment for those that did it, But like, that was his answer as of like, then that's all you need to know. Because he's like, when you have the solar spirit inside of you, like the Christ consciousness, it's like the sun living through you. So like the sun, you already are the sun. You're embodying the sun. So it's like that answered everything that I even was like going into ripples about. I was like, okay, yeah. And so I got the message of like we need to continue coming together, because like he was telling me like, you see, like months ago I told you guys were gonna come together and like all this stuff was gonna happen, because this was way before the Instagram stuff got like, all these so family, and I was barely remembering of like my origins in a sense, or like stuff like that, and like all I wanted at the time was like to go home. And I feel like that's maybe the energy that I was getting. Like all we want is to go home, like at a spiritual level. Like we don't feel like this is home, right? And it's like it's kind of hard, because in that moment for me it was like, well, where is home? Like that home that we're building while we're here, it's being created. It's like the soul is ready to leave, but that wherever that home is, it's not there yet, because it's like we're here now. Like that's like the big energy of like we're here now, yeah, we're here now. And it's like how, and it's like that was a big awareness for me of like, yeah, we are here now. So however the earth looks like, we need to go from there, continue helping healing her, rise with her, because this is the first, like I said, this ascension has never been done before. Never has the earth not only ascend herself and the people with her. You know what I mean? Usually we get wiped out, like for real, like, and I think that's another energy that I was getting, where we have been wiped out. If there was a flood and whatever happened in our evolution, that basically had to make us fucking repeat that shit again. And it's kind of like that's the big energy that I was getting of like, well, we already lived all of those moments, when Atlantis fell, when Lemuria fell, when the Hyperborean age fell. Like this is the now, from those experiences. So I feel like there's just so much overall like past life energy that it's coming into it's coming within up in the collective, in the reflective energy. Like that's why like my immediate reaction was like, that's cool, but I'm not. My immediate reaction was like, I know, and I'm not. Like at this point, wherever he's taking me, I know that it's part of the path, and I'm just gonna go, and I'm not gonna question it. Like even at the time when I had that weird experience and all that stuff, like I didn't question it. I felt like I was ready to receive that, and I was like, okay, let's do it. But as we continue, like overall in general, what I want you to take from that is like continue listening to yourself, to your own heart, because in this heart, in this portal, you're gonna find God, the Supreme Source, which is Father God and Mother God, nothing's gonna go wrong. That's why even the seraphim said there are gonna be so many options and there's no right or wrong, but no matter what you choose, go with your heart. Choose it with your heart, not with your mind, right? Because the mind is right here. Like, wow. I just wanted to share that quick energy download or whatever I got from my message. I'm going back up here to check back on y'all. Is Lemuria on a different timeline, same Earth, or different Earth? That's a great question. So yes, all these different timelines are all different versions of Earth that exist in different dimensions, that exist in different densities, and I think that's the tricky part. So in a parallel, like simultaneously, these Earths are still there. So having those lives there, we are still giants in Hyperborea, we are still light beings in Lemuria, and it's kind of weird how it all happens like that. But in this current now, like, we are about to go into a different type of Earth, that it's going to be the new Earth. I got told it is safe to step into your path now. If you have been scared to use your gifts, whether that is playing, practicing, using them, connecting with them, since there is divide in the community. Ooh, that is a great message. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, that's kind of what I was getting from him too. Like, it's safe to tap into those things. Because honestly, guys, I'm gonna be real with you guys. The only way in this lifetime that you're going to receive wisdom and like all that stuff is through that. Like, it's like the wisdom, like basically Ra gives you the wisdom if you've done the work to, I guess, not earn it, but it's like wisdom is given to the ones that are pure-hearted, that are trusted with that wisdom and use it for the highest good for every soul involved, not for themselves, not a self thing. It's like that service to others. So I do see that exactly what needed in this vibration. Yeah, girl, it's what you make of it. Facts. It's definitely for us. We passed that. Yeah, facts. We talked about this months ago. For now, have enough discernment to continue, even if others might still be scared. You need to listen to yourself while respecting the other paths. Yes, that was so good. So good. Yeah. Honestly, yes. Because at this point, guys, it's all about a choice. It's all choices. And whether someone chooses willingly somehow to be a part of that timeline, we have to respect the choice, right? It's like it has to come from the individual themselves to want to choose this timeline, to want to choose this path. I've always felt that. Yes. Any clue as to when open contact will be reached? Well, let's ask. Well, I straight up got that. Well, I the way that I'm seeing it, brother, is kind of like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, the ones that are feeling very serious about this, and right now, actually, this is a great conversation to bring this in here. Like, for me, when I got deeper into this, and when I even found out that Ra was one of my main guides, that was very protective and stuff like that, was through soul family. So again, this is the energy of connecting with each other, because we are each other's keys. Okay, with our gifts and abilities, we have, it's kind of like, that's kind of our agreements that we had, before incarnating, to like help each other remember each other and so on, right? So before my journey and stuff like that, like our soul brother Vince and soul sister Niyama, they're also under the channel of the Love Beings. Definitely follow them, please and for sure, because from the moment that I like saw them or even got in that first live with them, it was like, and this is for all of you, okay? It's kind of like you just see each other and you just know each other, like, like no words, you just feel that energy of like, oh my god, it's family. Like, it felt like that, And this was way before I had like the confidence to even get on these lives, and like just talk with y'all. But like basically, they opened that window for me, and we are basically now in the stage where we're ready for that next phase, which is coming together. So they have what is going to be under the 300. This is a 300 soul tribe, and this is the way that they had put it together, but I'm also in there. But basically, as they continue like their channelings and stuff like that, they're going to be uploading it specifically to there. And that's going to be for the people that are serious, that you guys know that you're here as a leader, and that you guys know that we're here to co-create with each other and bring in stuff like open contact, all that other stuff that is needed for us to anchor in the new earth diagram. Basically, that's honestly what I see it. I see it like whatever information they're gonna come in, and also too, like even myself working with Ra and like getting us closer on that, like we're gonna have a clear knowing of what to do, because we're here under the house of Ra. Basically, that's why I said it like that, because that's what he said. But anyways, the energy with that is that I think just to join, maybe it is like $11. But honestly, at this point, even myself, I'm gonna put money on the side to invest in my other soul family. Like there's like so many people I've come across, and I'm like, oh my god, I love your gifts. I want to make that moment, of energy exchange in that sense. So that's there. But that's really important, because the level of information that they're gonna be coming in is like, we're gonna all talk about it and be like, how are we gonna use this moving forward? And I did meditation gatherings where I was actually basically creating open contact, not in a physical sense, but very much like astrally. So we were already basically connecting with the dolphins and stuff like that. So that energy is there. I feel like that was just kind of put on a hold right now, because energetically and astrally there is a lot of shit going on. But eventually I feel like when it slows down and it feels more stable, we're gonna go back into that again. So anyways, I feel like the more we're able to help people on the way of their awareness of how consciousness works, and like basically once everybody is in that 12D or 15D fully integration, basically the vibration of Earth itself is going to fully shift, and I feel like that's when we'll see that more physical contact, or be able to do that, But intuitive, embodied, whole self, present is where the home is. Yes, someone using their gifts in a way that is not love, and yes, there is being that are not working from love. Yeah, well, you will know. You need to trust yourself, because by know we know. Yes. Yes, oh my god, I feel that. Facts, we came here at this time, we raise our vibe to transmute collectives. It was a message today posted to online. Oh yeah, it says, I loved your quick message today. I felt that. The energy is so strong right now. Facts, yeah, I can feel it. Yeah, 144. That's actually, well, actually, 144 DNA strands, but I know that we have 144 suns inside of us, actually. The energy, the moment is coming, the children of the light. Yes, surrender to the flow, to be grounded, discernment, intuitive living. Yes, home and heart ask within. Warriors all start with training and learning before learning fully, and some of that is going to mean you're going to be tested to learn what is right or not for you. Oof, that's so good. Okay, LOL. I kept getting prompted to write that. I was like, it's too long, and I heard it. It doesn't matter. Oh, yeah. All happening simultaneously, parallel. We are timeline hopping. Yep. The affirmation for today I got was, I love myself for who I am and who I have become. That's so beautiful. I love that. I kind of forgot I had YouTube there for a second. I was like, well, we're trying new things, huh? So it says, sister. You will make mistakes, but you will always be rerouted to your path when you have learned the lessons. Yes. Yes, free will. I asked for the activation for my solar powers and received to be kind to help other. If someone asks for food, to give him food. If someone is in need of help, to help and to never lose our humanity or kindness. Oh, I love that. Yeah. We already are the contact and activate and remember it all. Ooh, yes, family for sure. Yep. Aram is mercifully, I think, in Arabic. Hi, Tiff. Donated to you. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you and your donations. I was just gonna say that I'm like in this weird process where I'm like, but it's kind of like really quick, guys. Like I'm in this weird process where I'm like organizing all that stuff, but finding that structure where we are able to meet weekly, okay, where we are able to probably have like one on like that what we just had with Raw more constructively, okay, like that's kind of also what I'm trying to put on the side, but also open myself on most of my things where it's like free and like donation based, at this point. Like I feel like honestly I just realized there was definitely a lot of like, how do I say, like tests when it comes to that energy, because for me, guys, personally, before I was doing lives and stuff like that, I was like, I'm not gonna wait for like someone to pay me to do a healing. I'm just gonna do a healing on a live and just do a healing with all my friends because like that's how I feel. And like that's kind of like how it is, Either way, I feel like we're shifting. Just wanted to say hi and thank you. Oh, you're welcome, sister. I love you. And you're beautiful. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, brother. Okay. Wow. So that was a little rant I just finished. But yeah, guys. Now we'll have some minutes of like whatever it is you guys want to talk about. Yeah, like whatever. Like it's your life. Like whatever it is. What do you guys want to talk about? Because I feel like, man, those messages were fire. Like these 3 cards were great. I feel like that healing was a bomb. I'm happy I recorded it on YouTube here. However, it worked out. So that's there. So yeah, guys. How are you guys feeling? Any last things, not last things, but anything else that is coming up to mind that maybe you guys want to talk about, or whatever it is in the collective right now? But and there's just definitely some moments right now, it's definitely something else. Yeah, guys, what are any questions you have? Like anything. How can we navigate through family and friends who are asleep and sick? What I'm getting right now on like, it's kind of like, it's kind of like very interesting. I think that was definitely a lesson or a test in itself, because I would think like, well, if I'm doing the work, or like, yes, every soul chooses, but at the same time it's like whatever we do within ourselves is going to assist them in a sense. We are connected in the family tree, right? Like whatever we do, whatever healing integration, it's going to also affect them if they are connected to you in a sense. So it's kind of like, I guess the best thing is kind of like, even if their current avatar may react or something like that, you always want to just always see everybody with the eyes of love, with the eyes of God, like they are already healthy. You know what I mean? Like they are already awakened. Like that's you sending them good energy in a sense. Um, because like with that, with your ability to send that energy or have those thoughts, it's like you're kind of like sending that energy to their higher self in a sense. And that's really like where this quantum healing effect takes place. Like if you're like, you know because I feel like that's very tricky, because it's like let's say we have a family member that is always arguing with us. I'm kind of glad you brought that up, because that's actually very interesting. Because if you guys didn't know this, when it comes to past life stuff, a lot of times we reincarnate with people that we're here to clear our karma with, basically, if you had, let's say a frenemy or whatever, like in the next lifetime, you guys are going to be siblings. And I know it's so trippy, but like it definitely works like that. So that's why it's always said, like you have to just treat everybody with love, because they're a projection of you in a sense, like see them already like happy, see them healthy. And then you never know, like days may pass, and that's taking place in the quantum. So days may pass, and one day they may wake up, and then like you notice something different, and you didn't even have to do what you thought you had to do. You know what I mean? Like that's all that it takes, because it's saving you time, energy, and effort. The magic does the magic on itself, and you're just remaining on that. You're welcome, sister. Oh yes, water codes. Are the protests around the world legit? I feel like that's I feel like that is a natural reaction of humanity. So I feel like it is legit, and it's also, I kind of see it like provoking, like it's a provocation. When it's like, if everybody really understood that it doesn't take us to be out in the streets, in a sense, to ask for the government to do a better job. Think about it, we're in that moment that everybody in the entire world removes their fear and removes the power that they have unconsciously given to this failed government system. This world is over, at least that version of the world that we know it to be. And that's actually the moment that they're waiting for, but they can't intervene, because that's going to ruin the whole ascension process. It's not about like waiting for a savior, more of like remembering that we are our own saviors, and we have that power within, and everybody else has to have that same awareness. And like, because overall I think that's like generally why it feels so intense, like the ice, like the tip of the iceberg, because what you call it, for so long, whatever, and it was not even the government, because they're just also puppets, but it's like basically the archons, for so long they've kept humanity in this stage, and now that they're finally awakening, like it's fucking scary for them. Yeah, we can also take action by not complying. Yeah, not buying into products, ideas, etc. that are shown to us. Yeah, actually, I love that you said that, because that's exactly what I was getting. Oh yeah, it was like a video that a soul brother had made about taxes. It's like, how are they gonna still take away money from this whole tax season when they use that money for, you guys know what, at this point? Like, I think that's the big energy right now. So I was getting on like, fuck the taxes, why are we gonna pay taxes, why are we gonna yeah, like that would be like the revolutionary that would have to take place, because we've been like, and this is actually very interesting how this is all coming together, because this is exactly what they use to keep people in control. They took over the shelter, they took over the food, they took over the resources. Like, how the fuck did we ended up becoming dependent of them like that, if you think about it? You know what I mean? So basically, that's why overall, guys, that's why the ones that feel aligned at this moment, we are coming together to create that for us without needing them. Going into basically the arcs of land, like creating the farms, creating the shelters. Think about it, guys. This is a very serious, actually, energy message I want to leave here. But think about it, guys. whatever jobs you guys already may have had in this life or even another lifetime. Okay, don't limit yourself. It was something that maybe you had to come across so that you're able to utilize those tools job. Okay, and I'm gonna give you like my own personal experiences real quick so you guys can know what I'm going with this. Like my first job that I ever had, well, it was like I think I was 17 and I did work at the park, but my point is like I worked at the park because I love the park and I love children. So it was like a whole, summer children thing. And it was so funny because that's actually what I do up there. In a version of myself that worked in the mothership. I work with the children. They're there before they come here, and like all of us are there. That's not. Anyways, my other second job was when I was like 18 and I was a manager, like a general manager. So I know how to manage things, I know when like certain numbers had to be met and stuff like that. And I feel like that's probably what I kind of did with like the portal stuff. It all felt natural. And then after that, I actually went to work at Chase because I felt like that would be a great way for me to be of service to the community. But I didn't know that I fucking was like basically working with the bad guys at the time. And it's really interesting because recently I kind of got tempted on like, shit, like, should I go back to like the 3D Matrix like that? And then I straight up got a fuck no. They were like, your time was done there, like whatever I was doing there spiritually or whatever it is, because now we're using whatever it is, that we got from this 3D world, whatever skills, whatever it is, like people that that build houses, that does plumbing, all these things. We're moving into a place where we're not even going to need a company or the government. Like that's also the plan. And that's kind of what I was basically also told by Ra. Like, keep focusing on what you guys are doing, which is coming together, still having that contact with them, sharp, clear, whatever we have to do. Because eventually, all of us that are in this timeline, as we continue building on that foundation, it's going to be easier for us to take people into our timeline because it's going to be solid. And that's ultimately what's happening right now. We're creating this timeline to be solid. So when it's fully solid, we're taking everybody fully into that shift. But that moment that everybody is anticipating, that rapture and all that stuff, it's not going to happen until it's like, no one knows but him at the time. But also, that moment is going to happen when every soul has made their final decision, basically. Oh, they know it's over. Yeah, it doesn't have to be aggressive. Divine Feminine Rising. The priests in Iran are making a difference to women's rights. Oh, I'm glad it doesn't have to be aggressive. Yes. So amazing that in many different conversations this topic and plan comes up. Yeah, right? Answering the call. Absolutely. And I love that. And it's like, yeah, that's our main focus right now. Wow. I'm feeling good though. I feel like, honestly, there was a lot of energy that was put in our path to try to throw us off our game or try to throw us off our focus. And that's why I said last night when I was like connected with the Soul Fam and the Astrals, all I remember saying to all of them was like, remember, we gotta stay focused. Like no matter what happens, remain focused at the work, at the plan ahead too. So, any last comments, any last thoughts, questions before I let you guys go? After this, I'm probably gonna eat something real quick and schedule in the rest. I'm excited, I'm excited for what's to come. I do feel, like I said, we did have like heavy divine intervention this week so that we were able to rest isolate, go into hermit mode, like really feel these integrations, these upgrades in our bodies. And think about it, guys, like honestly, like we keep going up. That's kind of like the energy right now that I'm getting. Like we keep going up. Like if you're somehow, like even right now as you're joining, if you're in this frequency that I am right now, like you chose the call of saying yes. Like whatever it took, whatever we had to be thrown in our physical human lives right now, it's all part of the plan. It's all part of the process, whatever tests, whatever lessons that we are coming across, and stuff like that. Like all that stuff is for a reason. So overall, to wrap up the energy, I feel like for this live, I feel like we covered a lot of great things. There was a healing I did. There was a healing I did, and I still have the YouTube live here too, in case. But I did a healing some part in the middle of this live with Rob. I highly recommend it. It was amazing. Overall, though, I feel like we're gonna be okay. We're always divinely guided. Anything that is not for us is just not gonna, basically, it's just not gonna. It's not gonna be able to be with us. Like our vibration is so high, where we're going is so high that's why everything is falling off right now. That's kind of where I want to end it off. Collectively, like people are shedding from these lower energies that they were confused, in a sense that they thought that it was part of their identity. And this is what they call the ego death. Any type of identity that we might have put around the lower levels of energy that we were basically exposed to all the time, identities that we had to create around fear, shame, guilt, all that shit. Like it's being destroyed. It's kind of like that mirror broke. And it's so funny because my phone screen broke. I think like yesterday I was like at this point, but it's like, yeah, it's like a mirror broke and all those pieces, it's like people didn't want to see that shit. Like that's kind of where we're at right now. People are being exposed to what's really been going on with the children and the weird fucking place that we've been at, right? Or even like that, even that energy in itself, guys, it's very deep. So that's kind of where we are right now. Everybody is in their own way processing any internal trauma, and it's not just in this lifetime. If you think about it, guys, it's like throughout all those ages that we already lived, and every time we fell, and this is why, if anything, now that I think about it, I'm just channeling, it's flowing in. Now that I think about it, maybe this is why certain people had this weird energy with the moon, whether the full story or whatever it is. Like if you think about it, before this sphere of earth, we were the moon, apparently. And when we were the moon, it's kind of like whatever sphere that we lived on, it's like whatever karmic lessons might be resurfacing in this lifetime, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So it makes me feel like a lot of people were like maybe not haunted by it, but like whatever reactions, whatever happened, I guess I can see how that kind of connected to the previous fear that we're from. Because honestly, guys, I think overall we should really hold that compassion for ourselves and forgive ourselves for everything we might have felt we did or was done to us, right? Because in every time we fell, it came with lessons, it came with initiations. It's like a cycle in a sense, and there were things I'm sure we were not proud of and stuff like that, but that's how we have to keep going and evolving. So there is that fear of like, what if we fuck up, and we fucking lose ourselves in the technology. That's kind of like what I keep getting. And so at the end of the day, like it's really bigger, like it's so much bigger than we can even comprehend. But that's why we must hold compassion for ourselves and be in the now moment and see however we have been as a collective family, where we have been, where we are now and where we would love to see us go, right? And continue going, keep rising. Let's continue rising, and wherever it leads us, keep with that awareness of that we're not here to repeat any type of karmic cycles anymore, broken timelines anymore. Like, we're here as the most evolved version of ourselves in the cosmos, so so it's an honor, my loves. I feel so grateful to be here as always in your presence. It really is a big deal to be on this planet, guys, even if it doesn't feel like that. Right now we do have all eyes on Earth. We are always being watched, and it feels at this point like the fucking show The Office, when they know they're being like filmed. Sometimes they kind of just break out of character and you're like, hey, what's up? That's me almost all the time. Like, I'm just here and I just look at the stars and I'm like, so you're enjoying the show? Like, how does it look from your end? Because it's getting pretty wild down here. So yeah, we are always that's there. So whew. Okay, guys, much blessings to you. I'm grateful for the live. I love you and I'm grateful for you. What about falling away from soul family groups? That matters out. Honestly, I mean, it's like, follow your heart, It's like, sometimes what if it's like different stages of evolution, that you feel like you've gone through, and like maybe it doesn't resonate, and maybe you can, maybe you find them again and then they went through their own things. Like, that is life, right? Like, we just find each other at that right divine time, so it's all good. Only one way to fall forward, to fall in line. And some sirens in the background, but yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna leave it there so it's not too long. 141. That's pretty okay. It's actually longer than I thought, but I think that was perfect. Everything was very beautiful. I really am glad I got in this live. This third one really hit the spot. I'm gonna post it here and on YouTube, so the YouTube version will be there. It's gonna be interesting because it's like light here and dark in YouTube, but it's dark after hours. And talk about stuff, but yeah, guys. So I will wrap it up. I'll probably end this in a quick prayer to wrap it up. And we'll go from there, guys. And no worry, guys. In divine timing, we will meet. Anyways, guys, if you guys want to also do a, what is it called? A FaceTime with me, just so that we can talk, not about anything else that I do, please book it in the link in my bio, because it does show me like on my calendar, so I know when I'm going to have a FaceTime with someone, and I need to reschedule any other stuff that was there and I didn't meet with certain people, because yeah, guys, in divine timing. So yeah, just in case, just so you know, I'm there as well. Okay, I'm there for you guys in that way and whatever I can. So I love you so much. Thank you for the live. I love you, brother. Hits the spot. It always hits the spot. All right, guys, I thank you. I thank Mother, Father, God. So dear Mother, Father, God, Infinite Spirit, source of all there is, I'm here and we're here before you as children of the divine. And I ask for all of us to be connected to the healing rays of God, and for the ways that they're able to support us, allowing for the rays of God to shower us in abundance and health and protection and prosperity. And I ask that the angels and the dragons continue to be with us on our side, to shield us, guide us, protect us, and heal us when we are in need. So I want to leave it there. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, all of you. I love you, I thank you, and I honor you, and make sure that you expand that back to yourself. Honor yourself and love yourself and hug yourself and like give yourself a pat on the shoulder, guys. Like, we need to have those moments to be like, yeah, we made it this far. We're here, but we're not alone. We're here with each other. I love you guys. So I'll let you guys go. I need to go re-energize myself and figure out the rest of the day. And then tomorrow will be another day, and it's gonna be okay. I'm do my best to wake up earlier tomorrow because I want to have a morning live. But I think I probably won't be doing sessions until like Friday for sure, because I think that's a for sure thing in my calendar. But tomorrow I'm gonna catch up on myself and that and align everything. But we're gonna be okay. Yes, we made it this far. Yeah, we made it. Remember, tomorrow the sun is going to back us up so much. Oh yeah, thank you, brother. And we got these downloads and upgrades. Remember to take your shirt off. Yes. Remember too, by the way, when you guys are like sunbathing, what I do is put my hair up like this, and then I kind of I face this other way, like I face inward, and I allow the sun to go like into right here, like in my spine. Not my spine, in the back of my skull, but my spine too. That's how I do it. So that's another level of intaking sun energy, and you're probably gonna have crazy like visions. And I think it really helps your third eye. So thank you, brother, because that's definitely something that Ra told me to do the other day, and I was like, okay, and I went to different dimensions, and that was really beautiful. So try that. And find a moment to be by yourself with the sun. Yes, thank you. Yes, guys. Find a moment to be by yourself with the sun. Just take the sun in, even if it's for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, okay? That's kind of like what we would do in Egyptian times, you know? Find a moment to connect with the sun and receive that life force energy. All right, so I'm gonna end it right there, guys. That was really a beautiful live. I'm grateful for this one. So I'm gonna end the stream here.